Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome here today at Farmer Freak with John, and I am so excited to share this update video with you guys. If you have been following, for those of you who have been following, our batch of 2,164 birds, today being the second week, they are actually 16 days old. Now, I did a video on how we brooded this batch from day 0 to day 7, where I showed you that we brooded them on top here, 2,164. And one thing I would love to share with you guys, what we've achieved so far on this batch, we have lost 46 birds, where to some of you that may be too much, to some of you also that may not be too much. The reason for that high or low mortality is a lot of factors put together, guys. Like factor number one, our biosecurity measures were taken this time very seriously. When you take a look at the entire farm, it is well kept, disinfected, guys, to do what? To eradicate diseases, guys. That is the very first thing you want to do, okay? So we really achieved low mortality on this batch as compared to other batches because we choose to do some things differently, okay? Like an Englishman say, you can't keep doing the same thing expecting a different result, right? For you to expect different result, you have to do things differently, right? Okay, so these birds actually, they came in on the 18th of May, guys, and today being the 5th is making them 16 days or so, yeah. And prior to they coming to the farm, they took their day 1 vaccine, so we didn't bother vaccinating them at day 7th. Okay, we didn't bother vaccinating them at day 7, but we did actually vaccinate them at day 14th. Okay, so that is another thing you want to make sure. Be sure that your hatchery, your supplier actually vaccinated the birds and you saw them vaccinating them at day 1. You may choose to skip day 7 vaccine, or you may still choose to vaccinate again at day 7, day 14, and day 21, guys. So this batch actually, it's running so well, guys. So what we have done is, you see the section where I am now, we divided them into 3 different segments, okay, for best managerial practices. So section 1, we have 700, section 2 right there, 700, and section 3 right here, 700 also, making it a total on ground right now 2,100 plus or something at around that. So these managerial practices is something we are just introducing because we don't just want to have the birds choked together. When you look at the spacing, actually, you will notice that the birds have enough spacing. You can see enough spacing to breathe, to sleep, whatever they want to do. Now, this is actually adding up to their success massive growth rate, okay? And another thing we started with these birds right from day 1 that helped us to lower our mortality so drastically, it is we started their treatment right from day 1. We didn't wait for them to get sick in order to start treatment. We started prevention, let me say prevention from day 1. That is what you want to do. So you don't want to see signs of white diarrhea, signs of brown diarrhea before you proceed. You start treatment. You start your treatment from day 1. In that sense, it is keeping your bird healthy, helping you to achieve uniformity, and then making sure that your birds grow up the same size, shape, height, and weight. Okay, that is what we call flock uniformity, because failure to start treating your birds from day 1, or failure to start administering some sort of treatment from day old, some sort of prevention from day old, it may land you into serious problems when you get to your second quarter of the batch. Okay, the first quarter of your batch of your raising bird is from day 1 to day 10. It has its own treatment. Day 1 to day 10, it has its own treatment. The first quarter, you are tackling things like white diarrhea, bacterial infection, brown diarrhea, cough, coccidiosis, and stuff like that. So if you fail to treat them at the first quarter of their life, what you are simply doing is you are going to accumulate those infections, those diseases, when you enter the second quarter of their life. And guess what you have just done? You have just accumulated the problem of quarter 1 into quarter 2. Now you are not just treating quarter 1, but you are looking into treating quarter 2 as well. And guess what? It becomes more tedious, more difficult, and more expensive to treat both quarter 1, quarter 2. Some people even extend right up to quarter 3, accumulating the problems of quarter 1, 2, and 3. Accumulating the problems, I mean failure to treat quarter 1 problems, another failure to treat quarter 2 problems, another failure to treat quarter 3 problems. Now you find yourself in a dilemma where birds start dying randomly without any reason, or of course they must be sick to die, but they start dying in very large number that you are unable to manage, and you start running from one veterinary doctor to another. You start buying all sort of medication, and nothing is working because you have accumulated the problems so long. Okay, so my advice to you, if you're starting out, you want to start treatment from day 1, and for you to start this treatment, you must know what you are fighting to prevent or what you are fighting to treat from day 1. So I divide treatment and preventions in quarters. Okay, quarter 1 has a treatment or it's preventive drugs that you must administer. Quarter 2 has its own preventive or treatment. Now, when we talk about prevention, is you do not wait for your bird to have signs of sicknesses or disease for you to start prevention. Okay, and prevention for broiler birds is usually or normally administered for 3 days. It means the medication is administered for 3 days because you are preventing. But when the case is severe, it means you are now treating, and treatment runs for 5 days. Okay, so you can see what we did: section 1 or section A, section B, section C. Okay, but whatever we administer for one section, we administer for all sections, right? Now this is so important because if one section is having an issue, a problem, it doesn't automatically infect or affect the other sections, because to tell you the truth, the day you see one bird sick inside your flock, maybe it's having white, brown, or green, or it's having some blood which is coccidious, just know that that bird has already infected more than 10, 20, or 30, right? So you have to be very observant. You have to be very smart to just sort such a bird and then separate it from the flock. So I do not even want you to get to that dilemma. That is why I'm bringing to you these tips, techniques, and strategies. When you treat your birds quarterly or you administer preventive measures for them quarterly, there is no reason why your birds should be dying. There is no reason why your birds will not feed equally and then to achieve the uniformity that will take you to a good and a quick marketable size within a short period of time. Okay, now coupled with that, coupled with the early treatment and prevention, you also want to make sure your birds are feeding from a high nutritious feed, okay? Very high nutritious feed. Do not mix anything to give to your birds. Make sure the feed is rich in all the nutrients that they need to grow healthily, okay? Coupled with that is always administer fresh feed, fresh water to them. They like everything, anything fresh. Actually, they like it. So another thing is spacing, right? I talked of this earlier on already. So look at the whole area here. It is very spacious for the birds, right? Very spacious for the birds. Now, when your birds get too choked up, it also causes mortality, right? But when they are this spacious, they are all good. They are good. So we are achieving so much on this batch because of the new measures we are putting in place. You can see section B right here, doing awesome as well. Another thing I will talk to you about is the placement of your feeders, drinkers. You want to make sure that you always provide them with easy access to feed at all time. Okay, let me get into section B right here. You provide them with easy access to feed, water at all time. Guys, if you put all of these tips together and you make sure that everything is good, then there shouldn't be any reason why you will not achieve your goals, guys. I hope you found some value. You're learning a lot already, guys. Show me some love. Hit on that subscribe button and bell icon so that you will be the first to be notified anytime I upload a new video. Thank you, and I will be seeing you around soon with another update video on this batch and how they are running. I'm gonna be doing a video to show you how we administer our day 21 vaccine to our birds and subsequent videos. So you want to join the family, you want to stick around, and I will be seeing you around soon. Let me know if you have any comment or concerns in the comment section, and I will reply to every comment almost immediately. Thank you, and see you around soonest. Peace out.